Hi, welcome back to our third video for 6.6 Arithmetic Series. In this example, we're going to find the sum of an arithmetic series given the first three terms and the last term. So this actually makes it pretty difficult when we're trying to find the sum of this series. So this one's a little bit difficult. We have the first three terms and then we have the last term. So what makes this one different from our previous examples is we actually don't know how many terms there are. So both those equations that we use n, and we don't really know how many terms there are. So at this point, all we know is our first term, 3. The common difference is obvious. It's just 5 to go to each term, plus 5. So we probably could, it's not too hard to figure out how many terms there are to go from 13 to 58. It probably wouldn't be too hard to figure that out. So I think there is an easier way to do this. So I know A and I know D, and I know the last term is 58. So I could actually just use our explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. So, and what I mean by that is this formula here. So I know the last term, I could plug that in here, and then I can solve for the term number. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll plug 58 and we'll find out its position. D is 5. Okay, so take away 3 on both sides. So we will end up having 55 equals 5 times n minus 1. Divide out the 5 on both sides. So we have 11 equals n minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. And we got n equal to 12. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we can use our formula. Okay, because all our formulas always use n. Okay, I'm going to use the simplest one. That is n over 2 times the sum of the first and last term. So n over 2, we're going to have 12 over 2. My first term is 3. The last term is 58. That's 6 times 61. So that's going to be 366. Okay, so this is actually, this formula that I use here, that's really is the same way how we did that very first activity, finding the sum of the numbers from 1 to 100. So I know the way how we wrote it out and writing the numbers 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 100, and then we wrote it in the reverse way and finding pairs. But really, according to this formula, there's a shorter way. You can just add the first and last terms together. So you add those together to get 61. And then you multiply it by half the number of terms, which is 6. Okay, so if you know how many terms there are and you know the first and last term, then this computation becomes really easy. So my final answer would be S12 here, right? That's the sum for the 12 terms in the sequence. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Hope you found this helpful. I'll speak with you later.